Ask yourself these 4 questions to find new inspiration in the midst of depression. Finding new inspiration is one of the key elements of success. Success is unique to each individual. Some want to earn a lot of money, some want to be famous, some want to raise their children like human beings, some want to benefit others, some want to be very wise. However, although the form of success varies from person to person, the essence of success is the same. 1970s self-development guru Earl Nightingale, while defining success, said that success is the successful completion of a goal set by oneself. Simply put, success is achieving the goals you set for yourself. If someone thinks he will become a millionaire by doing business, and it turns out, then he is a successful person. If one's aim is to be a good teacher whose students will be ideal human beings, and if he can do that, then he is successful. If one thinks that she will be a good wife and mother, and if she can achieve that, then she is successful. Any success requires hard work. Sacrifice is required to achieve goals. There are many things to do which are difficult at that moment. But to achieve the goal, those difficult tasks have to be done with a smile. And because of this, many people do not achieve their goals. And many times, despite having no shortage of desire and effort to achieve goals, many fail to succeed. Because they don't understand what they should do. Because of this, many people lose motivation. Maybe at the beginning of the year, you set a goal to change your life. He vowed to move towards a bigger goal in time. But for some strange reason, as soon as you want to get there, you can't. People tend to get into trouble, especially with big goals. You may want to be a successful entrepreneur, and you see business opportunities. But for some reason, you are unable to finally get to work. You may think that the market is going to take a turn for the worse as soon as you enter the trade, which it always does. Or you may feel you are not yet skilled enough to enter the field. Such thoughts only make people procrastinate. Because of these negative thoughts, many choose to live an ordinary life instead of taking risks and fulfilling their big goals. But regrets in their hearts, which never let them be at peace. Never give up when faced with such a situation. Instead, ask yourself 4 questions to find the lost path. If you think about these questions properly, you will be able to move towards your goals again. Your desire to achieve the goal again will become stronger. 4 questions to get new inspiration. 1. Where do you want to see yourself at the end of the year? When it comes to achieving big goals, we often lose track because we often think about what will happen in 5 to 10 years. But the first condition for achieving any big or long-term goal is to break the big goal down into smaller parts. If your goal is to be something in 5 years, break that goal down as small as possible, do it. If after a while you get lost while working towards a goal, meaning you don't understand where you're going, or what you're doing, ask yourself, have you broken down your long-term goal into enough small parts? If not, break the multi-year goal down into 1 year at a time first. Then break the years down into 6-month, 3-month, and 1-month goals. If you can do this, you will not be disappointed. Accomplishing even one small goal will give you renewed confidence. And move on to the next smaller goal. In this way, gradually, without losing the way, you can complete the goal one at a time. It is best to put these goals in writing one after the other. Writing down goals is much more likely to be successful than memorizing, or verbal goals. 2. How much have you used your strength and opportunity? One of the main reasons for not achieving goals is not fully utilizing one's skills and strengths. Instead of getting frustrated if goals are not met on time, ask yourself, am I really putting all my skills, energy, and time into achieving the goals? This question is very important. Many times we ourselves do not understand how much we have really used our skills. Suppose a runner wants to improve his sprinting ability in 1 month. He could run 1 kilometer maybe in 30 minutes. He then decided that he would achieve the ability to run 1.5 kilos within 1 month, but he was disappointed not being able to do it within 1 month. But it turned out that he practiced for 2 hours every day, where he could have practiced for 3 hours. Realizing your potential makes achieving your goals much easier. As mentioned earlier, some sacrifices have to be made to achieve the goal. A student sets a time limit of 3 months to complete the syllabus. If he can't do it, he should question himself rather than feeling less talented. Couldn't he have read more than the hours he read? Of the 4 hours he watches movies every week, if he had used even 2 hours for reading, the syllabus might have been completed. If we ask ourselves in each such case, it will be seen that we have not used the full extent of our power or opportunity. Of course, there is nothing to be disappointed about. Instead, it is wise to use this additional opportunity and find new motivation to start anew. Regrets will only waste more time or opportunities. 03. How much time is really needed to achieve the goal? This is somewhat related to the previous point, but this point is added because only time needs to be discussed separately. We often set up a timeline without giving much thought to the goal. But if the goal is not met within that time, or is not close, I get frustrated. It seems impossible for me to fulfill this goal. But it may be that it is not really possible at the time you have actually booked. You may not have calculated correctly. Sometimes it seems that the target is not being met on time. And if you feel frustrated because of this, don't give up and do some research. Is it really possible to fulfill the goal that you have set in this period? No matter how talented you are, it is not possible to learn a new language completely in just 1 year, or to acquire a science like medicine or engineering in just 1 year. Or it is not possible to make a new business a big brand in just 1 to 2 years, unless there is support from another big investor or company. I said these as examples. But we often set deadlines for a goal without properly researching the actual timeline. And I get frustrated if I don't meet the target at that time. There's really nothing to be disappointed about. If you ask yourself, how much time do I really need to achieve my goal, and have I really calculated the time frame? Only then will you see that many things will become clear to yourself. Again, the deadline may have been 1 year, and that is fine. But instead of working 10 hours a day you worked 6 hours. Because of this, many times the target is not met on time. If you look at these things, you will notice many of your unintentional mistakes, which you can fix if you want. You will see that it is not as complicated as it seems. As a result, you can work towards your goals with renewed motivation instead of getting discouraged. 04. Why did the plan fail? Get new inspiration to move forward. Appendix. We often become disorientated, unable to think straight, or free from mental captivity, which actually creates frustration and despair. There is no such thing as a dead end when it comes to achieving goals. The way is always there, you just have to think clearly. If you can think clearly with a cool head, many tangles are untangled. Many complex things come out with simple solutions, which inspire people anew. These thoughts help people a lot to come out of temporary failure or disappointment in achieving goals. The questions discussed in this article will actually help you to think clearly in such bad times. We hope you find this article useful if you need new motivation to achieve your goals. Let me know your comments about the article. Your every opinion is very valuable to me. And if you think the article will benefit others, then share it and let everyone see it.